Oklahoma minus 6.5, over under 48.5. The Jackson Arnold revenge game. Jackson Arnold versus Burnt Vegetable. Oklahoma got their big win against Sharon Moore in Michigan. Auburn, look, they've looked pretty solid to start this season.
Your team.
My team, I'm backing the Tigers here. I think Jackson Arnold has an FU revenge game in him, and I'm rocking with Auburn here.
No,
give me the 6.5. Give me the money line. And I could be wrong, look.
Well, yeah.
We can always be wrong. Anybody could be.
Yeah, it always happens. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow,
Good.
Give me Auburn. I think Jackson Arnold has a great game on the road at Norman. I think this game means more to Jackson Arnold than it necessarily does to Burnt Vegetable.
So let's imagine a world, right? I'm not going to say this, but let's say someone was to come on this show and say, okay, you think Auburn's going to win. What would you say about Oklahoma technically having the top defense in college football?
I wouldn't say they have the top
in
defense.
In terms of net expected points added per play allowed, they have the number one defense in college football. What would you say? Would you try to make a strength of schedule argument?
That's kind of a nitpicky stat right there. Now, I will say I'm very nervous about Oklahoma's D-line going against this Auburn offensive line. And how does Jackson Arnold handle the pressure in this game? He's going to have to win this game with his legs.
They've played 3 teams without a quarterback.
Oklahoma?
Who?
Yeah, good call. That was good.
Thank you. Thank you, Karter.
Oh, you're killing me. Talking to Oklahoma?
Yeah. Yeah, the Sooners.
Listen, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm going to do here.
Then let's go to Connor.
I kind of just, huh?
Connor, what do you got then? Do you know what you're doing here?
I do know what I'm doing here, and it kind of follows your suit here. I think Jackson Arnold FU game is 100% in the cards. You look at what Oklahoma did against Michigan. The one thing Michigan did well in that game was run the ball. Justice Haynes had 19 carries, 125 yards, over 6.5 yards a rush.
Well,
Jackson Arnold torched Baylor on the ground earlier this year. Torched. And I think he's going to have success against Oklahoma here as well. I know that front four for Oklahoma has been really good this year. I do think Jackson Arnold is going to have success on the ground. I think there's going to be a lot of Jackson Arnold carrying the ball, throwing the ball. Like, he's going to be the one that decides this game. It's not going to be a lot of handoffs. So I'm taking that, and I do think that Baylor win that Auburn had is going to look a lot better as the year goes on as well. I think Baylor's pretty good. So I'm taking. Go ahead.
I do agree with that, what you said about the Baylor win.
Yeah.
But you're taking what?
I'm taking Auburn. I see a +7 out there. I'm taking them to win. I like the upset here. I think you're right, Karter. Narrative, Jackson Arnold revenge, FU game. He'll have success on the ground. Sorry, Burnt Vegetables. Give me Auburn.
Connor, you guys know how much I hate making things about Michigan. What was the Justice Haynes stat you said again? Oklahoma allowed
19 carries, 125 yards. That's 6.5 yards a carry.
Okay, so what if I told you I took away one outlier and all of a sudden that becomes 18?
You can't do that.
That happened.
You take out outliers all the time in data science.
Did they allow the rush or not? Did they allow
this? Isn't data. This isn't data science. This is football.
This is data science, and sport is our vehicle. Lee Corso said it.
If we took away this touchdown, they would have won the ball game. Oh, if Tennessee would have made the field goal, they would have beat Georgia.
Am I taking away a touchdown to prove a point here? No, I'm taking away
a ton of yards to prove a point.
You're
taking away a huge play to prove a point.
Okay, so if I'm a head coach, I'm drawing up 75-yard runs every play. If it's that easy to do, if it's just another thing that we're doing on the football field, that 75-yard run again.
Oh, Dylan, that's
here's what I'll say.
You know it's stupid.
You take away
Travis Etienne's 80-yard run against the
sitting on this show has done this.
You take away an 80-yard run from Travis Etienne, and all of a sudden the Panthers' run D, they're a middle of the road. They're a top 10 run D in the NFL if you take away Travis Etienne's 80-yard run.
Allowing and not allowing explosives is a very important part of football. I will give you that.
And in life, and in security.
And in life, and in everything. No explosives, right? What I'm saying is, if you want to talk about Oklahoma's rush defense, you take away one run, that becomes 18 attempts for 50 yards. You guys talk me into Oklahoma. I'm taking Oklahoma and the under. Under's probably more serious than Oklahoma. I'm taking Oklahoma.
I see your point with that, Dylan. I do. I just don't agree with it because they still allowed that rush. What are we going to say? Into the season?
I'm not saying they didn't allow it.
Into the season, they played 12 games. Well, let's take off the top 10 most explosive rushes of 40 or more yards they allowed. Of course it's going to look better. I mean, I see the point you're trying to make, but I just don't subscribe to it.
I get what you're saying, but this is real life. You go calculate your handicap from golfing. They take away the top 10 and the bottom 10 scores, and then it's you take away outliers in life.
They played 2 games. They played 3 games. They played one real game.
I understand. Look. You're trying to crucify the messenger. I get it. That's how data works. You don't keep all the extremes. You try to temper for them. I'm just saying, you take away one run, 19 for 125 becomes 18 for 50. That's all I'm saying. Oklahoma.
You know who won't get
you guys
those
made me
runs?
mad.
Is Illinois State and frickin' Temple, who else they played. If you come to me at the end of the year in week 12 and say, okay, they've had 2 explosive runs and the rest, okay, then I'll subscribe to that. But they played one real game.
I get that.
On top of that,
I understand what you're saying too.
it was a Jerome Moore-led offense.
Oh,
They're
there we
incapable
go.
of explosive plays. It's pokey season in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, that's another topic for another day.
Yeah,
We talked about it already. We need to show the superhero references though. Give me Oklahoma. I'm taking Oklahoma.
Wow.
Auburn's winning this game. Auburn was my sleeper in the SEC. I'm rocking with the Tigers. War Eagle, baby.
I'm with you. War Eagle.
I really hope Jackson Arnold just has an FU game in him.
Do you look ahead on Oklahoma? Texas A&M on
To
that.
Texas A&M, no, especially if you're Jackson. Jackson Arnold has this game scheduled on his count. This is the number 1 game he's looking at. This game means more to Jackson Arnold than the Iron Bowl does.
Now, wait a second. Why couldn't this be a burnt vegetables revenge game?
I'm saying it could be, but I would think it's more Jackson Arnold because it feels like Jackson Arnold, he probably feels like he was done dirty by Oklahoma.
Okay.
You guys feel better about Jackson Arnold or Mateer this year so far?
Mateer. Heisman level play.
Mateer's
Just
been
one-
good, but maybe we'll find out.
We'll revisit that.
Yeah. Well, like we've been talking about, it's week 3. He's had some outlier performances, that's for sure.